I easily had 60 people showing up to meetings, right? And when that happened, these guys got a little, what we call overzealous, guys. What we call overzealous. That means that you bite off more than you can chew. And these people didn't hesitate, and they ended up taking off in the business. And I thought about it for a second. I said, man, if I want to recruit a better team, I've got to become a better person. Yeah. You see, my first business, I was in a dietary supplement and health business. I made a lot of money there, a lot of money. In fact, that's where the bulk of my income came from at the time. And then I invested really well. I was fortunate enough to have some good mentors in regards to where to put my money and how to invest, and buy some real estate here, invest in some businesses there. But here's the deal. At that other business, it didn't require you to become a better person. It's all about recruiting. It's about treating people like they were, logs on a fire. Here we always say, put more logs on the fire, but at the same time, we don't treat you like logs on a fire, and we don't treat you like dollar signs, because if we did, you wouldn't be here today, would you? Okay, the reality is that we have got to treat you exactly like what you are, which is a work in progress. Everybody here is a work in progress. In 2018, I suggest that you take that work of progress and you progress to a point where you grow your identity by at least 50%. Yeah. I think if you can grow your identity by 50% going into the new year, this team's going to blow up. It's going to take off, because here's the awesome thing about our wealth bowl. Our wealth bowl right now is, let's just say, call it 200, 250 people, okay? We're talking exponential growth here, though, guys. Yes. Okay, exponential growth. You want to know what exponential growth looks like? Okay, let's take Angela and Jason's business. First year, they had 7 people. Second year, they had 23 people. Third year, over 56 people. It's exponential growth. It's doubling how many people that they have. They're bringing in big events. So next year, I expect them to have over 100 people at Wealth Bowl. Okay, so this is how the business should run. And that's what we did. We grew from last year too. Last year, we didn't have every seat filled. Remember that? Okay, those of you guys that were here last year. And this year is a little bit different. I think our leaders are more focused. Okay, I think our team is more focused. And I feel that we have the right pieces in place right now to be able to do something amazing in 2018. Think about every single speaker that came up here. Right? Whether they were burst in a blood vessel like Daniel, or whether they were as calm and docile but strong and to the point like David. Right? And some of our ladies up here is unbelievable. What Rachel did, what Sophia did, what Abigail did. We have some powerhouse women. Angela, right? We have some powerhouse women here. We have some powerhouse men. And I want to let you know that each one of you guys are following the right team. You're following the right group. You got to know in the back of your head, you're in the right place. You're in the right place at the right time, with the right team, in the right company, heading the right direction. And only you can screw it up. Yep, that's real. Only you can screw it up. Because whatever happens to you here, good or bad, is your fault. If you win, it's your fault. If you lose, it's also your fault. It's not your upline's fault. It's not your downline's fault. It's not your sideline's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's yours, because you're an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur means get in and take action, right? That's the French word. Well, guess what? If you get in, everybody's in the business already, and you don't take action, that is your problem. If you don't go seek mentorship within these walls right here, there's plenty of it, that's your problem. Everybody here has my number. You don't reach out, that is your problem. You don't set up appointments, whose fault is that? That's on you. You don't build a big team, big base shop, that's on you too, because you need to learn the skills necessary to be able to do it. And building a big base shop requires time. It requires time, and we get so pissed off at each other when we don't recruit 100 people this month, right? Yeah. Those guys want a big base shop like that, and you don't realize that, man, a big base shop is built. How is a building built? Foundation, and then brick by brick. The strongest buildings are built brick by brick, guys. You guys understand that, right? Bradley's in this room. He's from a construction background. He is the recipient of life insurance. Dad unfortunately passed away. Very, very successful person in construction, by the way, too, his father. How's a building built? Foundation and brick by brick. Hands down. So it takes 2 or 3 recruits at a time. It's not going to get 100. Does that make sense? Yes. And you only get recruits with strength of character. You guys get it, right? Yes. Number 3, teamwork. So number 1's family, number 2, strength of character, number 3, 2018 to be teamwork. Right?
Yeah.
I love what Rachel says. She was up here, she said, you know what, don't just build relationships with SMDs that are your own SMD, right? If we're within Genesis, build some relationships. Like Abigail's people should be building relationships with Angela's people, right? So on and so forth. We should have that type of camaraderie here where everybody supports each other and loves each other. Yes, we compete, and you should compete. I saw a lot of you guys get up here and get pretty competitive. That's good, okay? But at the same time, you should also support each other. If you don't act like this thing, if you act like this thing is just all about you and it's all about your team, you're not going to win here. I got the greatest, one of the best things we had in Pomona when I was at the office was the fact that we had a lot of SMDs there. I was the top one, right? And that's okay. But that was the truth. I was top one, but we had a lot of SMDs there. There are guys that related to Carlos Bruner more than they related to me. There are guys that related to some of the other guys that are no longer with us, unfortunately, better than me. There are guys that relate to Anthony McGowan way better than I could, which is part of the reason why I want him to get around you guys a little bit more, right? Because the bottom line is, I'm one type of person, he's another type of person, and you guys are different types of people too, and that's okay. Okay, but at the same time, the main thing's got to be the main thing, and to piggyback on what Wisely's saying is everything's about alignment. It's about alignment. If you're not aligned, guess what? You got no chance in this business. I don't see other people succeed in other hierarchies, and at least not for long. I don't see them build multi-million-dollar businesses elsewhere with a longevity and have people that are loyal to them because they weren't loyal to their uplines. That's why strength of character is so important. You got to be loyal. Loyal to the business for sure. Loyal to your hierarchy for sure. Teamwork. Work together, guys. And make a commitment in 2018 that you're going to lead by example. I have a lot to go over today, but we're going to end it with this because, well, it's 2 o'clock and we had the room paid for till 2. Some of you guys are really long-winded up here, right? And that's okay. You learn from your mentor. Yeah, you learn from me. Yeah, I get it. Right? Okay. But the bottom line is, right? The bottom line is, make it about your personal example. 2018, I want you to make it about your personal example. That's the one thing that I can give you more than any leader out there can, is personal example. I can give you a personal example of success. I can give you a personal example of work ethic. I can give you a personal example of what to do and what not to do on a regular daily basis to help you build a big base shop and a big business. I can give you a heck of a personal example there, but it only works if you follow it. Think about it this way. Let's say you got a whole sled of dogs, right? You got a whole sled of dogs, and they're pushing the sled. You know how the dogs are lined up, right? You got two lanes, right? And you got typically one head dog. Does that make sense? Yes. Wouldn't you want to be the leader leading from the front? Because the rest of the dogs, the head dog has the best view. Right? He's watching the other scenery. All the other dogs are watching somebody else's ass. Have you ever thought about that? The lead dog has the best view. But if you just see yourself as a follower, you just see yourself as somebody that just fits in with the crowd, you're never going to learn how to lead. You're never going to learn how to become the best version of yourself. That's the purpose of this thing, man. You have got to rise up and you've got to become the best version of you. And in 2018, if you do that, your life is going to change, 100%. So I'm going to commit to you guys that, let me tell you, close with this. I really do feel this is the best team on planet Earth. I do. I've always felt that way. Even when we were 2 or 3 people, I always felt that way. I think that there's so much to give from all of you guys. And let me tell you, as your leader, I'm never going to give up on you. You have my word. I will never give up on you. As long as you don't give up on you, I won't give up on you. That's the promise that I can make for you. I'm going to keep setting the example. I'm going to keep, telling you what to do. And as long as you're coachable and you follow directions and you don't take offense, some of you guys are really good at that, Some of you guys are super good at that. You guys know how to take offense like 0 to 100. Boom, you take offense. So why don't you stop for a second to consider what the hell your mentor is saying before jumping the gun. By the way, you might learn something. You might learn something. Just like for me, I stop and I listen and I learn something when my mentors speak. Because I know they're not doing that out of spite for me, they're not doing that to hurt me or anything like that. They do it because they want me to listen and I might be able to learn something. They say that when you speak, you're already saying stuff you already know. But when you take a second to listen, you might learn something. Does that make sense? Yes. So tonight we've got the gala. It starts at 6:30. I want everybody there by 6. I think they should probably open the doors by then. The seating chart is on the Facebook. And by the way, on that account too, just today, I already got over 100 followers like within minutes. But I just opened up an Instagram account. It's funny, because I haven't even posted anything yet. I didn't even post anything yet, right? I have over 100 followers, right? I haven't even posted anything. Like, who the hell? I don't know. Anyway, Ed Milet told me, he said, Ed goes, as big as you are on Facebook, you'd be even bigger on Instagram. I said, okay, I'm game. Let's make it happen, right? So, hopefully, I can get into the Instagram world. I don't really know how to do it. I don't even know how to post anything yet. Okay, and I don't know how to. I don't know how to post anything yet. I don't know what the whole sliding into your DMs means. I don't know what that means. Okay. Do I know how to do it? Do I know how to do it? No? Okay, I don't know what that means, right? I only know there's a Facebook Messenger, and that's about it. I don't know anything else. I'm really serious. I have no clue, right? So hopefully you guys help me out. You don't pollute my little mind, right? Okay? Because I'm a really young buck when it comes down to Instagram. And so anyway, you can teach me some stuff on that. But the main thing is the main thing. The business is what matters. Social media accounts, they come, they go. Friends come and go. Acquaintances come and go. Everything else is fake. Everything else is bullshit. The only thing that matters is you getting better in 2018 and you winning big for you, your family, this team, your uplines, your downline, most importantly, yourself. Does that make sense? Yeah. See you guys tonight. Thank you so much.